Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Learn with Say. Today's video is all about the topic legality of object and the consideration. Under this lesson, I will cover the topic introduction of legality of object and the consideration, and the second one is the what is the unlawful agreements and what are the cases when consideration and the objects are the unlawful. So let's begin the presentation. First of all, you need to know what is the legality of object and the consideration. First of all, what is object? Object means the purpose of the contract, and consideration means the price of the promise. Legality of object and the consideration is one of the essential elements of a valid contract. For a contract to be a valid, only presence of object and consideration is not enough. Such object or consideration should be lawful either. For an object to be unlawful, it is not necessary that it should always be criminal in nature. It may be unlawful because law does not enforce it. If the purpose of contract is unlawful in the eyes of law, the contract will be void. Now let's take an example what type of agreements are void in the eyes of law. Agreements made between two or more persons for gambling purpose or for theft or for defrauding some third person or are all unlawful on the ground of legality of object and the consideration. These agreements are void in the eyes of law. Now, what is the unlawful agreements? An unlawful agreement is like a void agreement and it is not enforceable by law. Now discuss some cases where consideration and object are unlawful. There are 6 points. First one is if the object or consideration is forbidden by law. And the second one is if the agreement is made with a view to defraud the tax authorities. And the third one is if the object or consideration is fraudulent. कसैलाई फ्रड गर्ने इन्टेन्सनले बनेको छ भने त्यो चाहिँ अनलफुल हुन्छ इन द आइज अफ ल. And fourth one is if the contract is made with the intention of injuring a person or his property. And the fifth one is if the object or consideration is immoral हुनु भएन. And the last one is if the object or is opposite to the public policy. There are 6 points when consideration and objects are the unlawful. Now explain in details. First one is if the object or consideration is forbidden or not allowed by law. Forbidden means not allowed it. Okay. According to section 517 subsection 2e of Civil Code Act 2074, any agreements made for an act against the prevailing law of Nepal is void. If an agreement is made for criminal and immoral acts like murdering, smuggling, gambling, etc., it's become unlawful. Gambling, smuggling र murdering को लागि lawले enforce गर्दैन. It is not allowed by the law. In that case, it is the unlawful agreements. And the second one is if the agreement is made with a view to defraud the tax authorities. Tax only intentionले गराइएको छ contract भने त्यो पनि unlawful हुन्छ. If an agreement is made with the intention of deceiving the tax authorities, it becomes unlawful. Tax only intentionले बनायो भने त्यो पनि unlawful हुन्छ. And the third one is if the object or consideration is fraudulent. Fraud गर्ने intentionले बनाइयो भने त्यो पनि केस unlawful हुन्छ. Any agreements made between two or more parties to deceive some third person is also unlawful and void. दुईजना पर्सन मिलेर कन्ट्र्याक्ट गर्छन् कुनै थर्ड पर्सनलाई चाहिँ फ्रड गर्ने भनेर त्यो चाहिँ अनलफुल र void हुन्छ in the eyes of. Now let's take an example to clear this topic and clear this point. A makes an agreement with B to cheat ₹1 lakh with C. A र B बीच एग्रिमेन्ट हुन्छ सीलाई चाहिँ चिट गरेर 1 लाख रुपियाँ चिट गर भनेर एन्ड सेयर द सम इक्वली बिट्विन देम जुन चिट गरेर आएको 1 लाख रुपियाँ छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ इक्वली डिभाइड गरौँला भनेर ए र बी को बीच कन्ट्र्याक्ट हुन्छ बट दिस एग्रिमेन्ट इज द अनलफुल एन्ड द void in the eyes of law. And if the contract is made with the intention of injuring a person or his property, a contract is supposed to be unlawful and void when it is made with a view to injure a person or his property. कसैको प्रपर्टीमा दाबी गर्न खोज्यो भने त्यो चाहिँ unlawful र void हुन्छ in the eyes of law. Now take an example. A asks B to beat and insult C and promises to pay ₹1 lakh if the latter does so. A र B बीच कन्ट्र्याक्ट हुन्छ कि सीलाई इन्सल्ट गर या केही हार्म गर मैले तँलाई 1 लाख रुपियाँ दिन्छु भनेर ए र बी बीच कुनै कन्ट्र्याक्ट भयो र एग्रिमेन्ट भयो भने र फेरि सीले पनि त्यो ए र बीको बीचमा कन्ट्र्याक्ट भयो त्यो सीलाई हार्मफुल गर्ने केही इन्सल्ट गर्ने र बीले गर्यो पनि त्यो बीले एक्सेप्ट गर्यो त्यो अफरलाई पनि त्यो एक्सेप्ट गरेको एग्रिमेन्ट चाहिँ void हुन्छ. द एग्रिमेन्ट इज void and unlawful because beating or insulting a person is legally not permissible. कसैलाई पिट्नु र इन्सल्ट गर्नु is not legally permissible. And the fifth point is if the object or consideration is immoral. If an agreement is made to do some immoral act in the society, then the agreements become unlawful and void. Immoral act गर्नु सोसाइटीमा राम्रो हुँदैन जुन सोसाइटीले नि इन्फोर्स गर्दैन र गभर्नमेन्टले पनि लले पनि इन्फोर्स गर्दैन. And the sixth one is and the last one is if the object is opposite to the public policy. Public policy को against मा जाने बित्तिकै no agreement should be made whose object or consideration goes against the public policy. It becomes unlawful or the void. Public policy को against मा गएर कुनै पनि वर्क गर्न सकिन्न कुनै पनि एग्रिमेन्ट क्रिएट गर्न सकिँदैन. And finally, following activities are opposite to the public policy. Trading with an allied enemy. कुनै शत्रु देशको सँग कुनै पनि शत्रु देशसँग चाहिँ हामीले व्यापारलाई लिएर कुनै एग्रिमेन्ट गर्छ भने त्यो चाहिँ पब्लिक पोलिसीको अपोजमा हुन्छ. एन्ड सेकेन्ड वान एग्रिमेन्ट्स रेस्ट्रेन्ट पर्सनल फ्रिडम. एग्रिमेन्टले कुनैको पर्सनल फ्रिडमलाई ह्याम्पर गर्न मिल्दैन त्यो पब्लिक पोलिसीको अगेन्स्टमा जान्छ. एग्रिमेन्ट्स इन्टरफियरिङ विथ म्यारिटल ड्युटिज. कसैको वैवाहिक सम्बन्धमा हस्तक्षेप गर्न खोज्छ भने त्यो चाहिँ पब्लिक पोलिसीको अगेन्स्टमा हुन्छ. एग्रिमेन्ट्स इन रेस्ट्रेन्ट अफ ट्रेड गर्दाखेरि कुनै रेस्टुरेन्ट आउन खोज्यो भने त्यो पनि पब्लिक पोलिसीको अपोजिटमा हुन्छ त्यो कुरा भनेको. एन्ड एग्रिमेन्ट्स टु सेल टाइटल अर पोस्ट. कुनै पनि बिजनेसको टाइटल र पोस्ट सेल गर्नु भनेको त्यो चाहिँ अपोजिट टु द पब्लिक पोलिसी मानिन्छ. एन्ड एग्रिमेन्ट्स मेड टु डिफेन्ड अ क्रिमिनल. कुनै क्रिमिनललाई डिफेन्ड गर्नु पनि पब्लिक पोलिसीको अपोजमा मानिन्छ. एन्ड द लास्ट वान एग्रिमेन्ट टु मिसयुज लिगल एक्सन. लिगल एक्सनलाई मिसयुज गर्न पाइँदैन. यु अल नो द्याट. Okay, thank you for watching. If this video is helpful and please then hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel.